join my group because I don't have one. And I give less than a damn about all these other groups. Because everything that's going to be done, been done already. My thing is how the universe was put here is the same question that I covered when you had your professor of history here, Reggie. So the redundancy to me is not one of my fortes.
Because you got somebody new here that
brother,
your perspective, that's all.
Brother, psychology is a game that's so old that it doesn't even work, first of all. Second of all, I'm going to keep this real simple. Whatever you create, whatever you make, whatever you come up with, comes by way of your mind. Can we get an understanding there?
Let me tell you.
They haven't even mapped out the brain yet.
Who hasn't mapped it out?
Modern science has not mapped
Oh, so, well, I'm not dealing with modern science because modern science wasn't here when this shit got started.
Science free. The brain has not been mapped out. That's a fact.
Then how do you know you have a brain?
Yo, Red Pill, let him switch so we can pick up Anhk, because we can't even hear you.
How do you know you have a brain if the brain hasn't been mapped out?
I was just simply making the point that the brain has not been mapped out. They're working towards that right now, like the human genome is mapped out. But the brain has not been mapped out. You was making a conversation based off of the brain as if you understood the brain. You said the mind.
I said the mind.
So the mind, you talking about thoughts then. So you can't have a thought without a brain?
Thoughts are not the mind. Thoughts are not the mind. The brain is not the mind. The brain is a physical muscle locked inside the casing of the skull.
It creates thoughts.
The brain doesn't create thoughts.
Well, okay, explain to us what creates thoughts. I'm just asking you, please explain to me with references what creates thoughts. With references.
I'm going to give you my reference.
That's good enough. That's good enough for me.
Okay. According to Allah, the mind is the originator of thoughts.
According to who?
The mind.
No, you said.
You heard exactly what I said, brother. Of course, you heard what I said. I didn't stutter.
So your reference is the Quran then?
I said Allah, brother. I'm speaking English, and I know you're speaking English.
I'm saying, so you saying out of the Quran?
Allah.
Right, but
I didn't refer to the Quran. I know how to refer between the Quran and Allah.
So how do you?
The Quran is a book, and Allah is that which is in man.
Okay, but give me that.
Go ahead.
But you don't have a law without a Quran.
Where did you get that from, brother?
I mean, it's common sense.
No, it's not.
It's literature.
Where do literature come from?
It comes from here.
Let me hold up, Mike.
Do the mind that's being expressed in the book come from the book, or do the book and what's being expressed in the book come from the mind?
No, it comes from human beings using their brain and thinking and writing literature. All that other shit is out of here.
You don't have no knowledge of the mind. Is that what you're telling me?
I'm telling you that as of 2015, they're not that knowledgeable with the brain, which creates thoughts, which ends up being the mind.
So, since the field of science that you're coming from has not adequately, to your specifications, deciphered what the brain is, and therefore have not deciphered what the mind is, I can't hold this conversation with you because you won't know what I'm even talking about, because you don't have no knowledge according to you on the mind or the brain. So why would I hold a conversation about something that I know an individual isn't understanding? Since your field of science and your references of science that you're giving me don't have no knowledge about that.
And that's why I felt like you being a little bit older than me, you would have the ability to teach me. And so when someone is teaching, they have to give you references. You gave me a reference, right? You gave me an out-of-body experience reference.
No, I didn't.
You said Allah. Like, where the hell is that at?
Allah is not out the body.
But where is it?
First of all, since you made that statement, where does it state that Allah is outside the body?
My point is, I don't even understand Saudi Arabian doctrine.
We're not talking about
First of all,
Saudi Arabian doctrine.
Well, what are you talking about?
Not start in Saudi